Greetings, everyone. This is the Gardening Snail of Livingston, California, just trying to keep the community informed and local government as honest as humanly possible. Any editorial content is my own as a Livingston resident and does not represent the views and opinions of the Livingston City Council and the City of Livingston itself, and it does not hold itself out to be any kind of legal advice. In this video, we will be looking at an excerpt from the August 16, 2022 City Council meeting to see the additional comments made by City Council members and the City Manager after the approval of the employment agreement with Chuck Hale as Livingston Police Chief.
Just going to say a few words. I know that people, usually the process is to do a community panel and all of that, but you've been on the job since November-ish. You did your interview on the job. You connected with the community. You've done a great job. Everything we asked you to benefit the community, you've been there and you've done a great job and gone above and beyond. So I think it's a good thing for Livingston that you're being appointed as a City of Livingston Police Chief. I know, obviously, by seeing the support of other officers here, obviously they're here to support you, and I think it'll be beneficial to stabilize the department. So congratulations. I know you're going to do great. I know the community is already feeling the difference, and you've done different projects, just by being the interim here. We're talking with Vanessa regarding like the camera system around town, the community events that I've asked you to do, you put together no problem, and had a big showing with everybody out there to benefit the community. So I think that's a good day for Livingston, so congratulations. Looking forward to working with you.
Mayor, if I may say, share something. It is obvious we have brought it. I have brought and appointed a candidate that definitely meets those technical qualifications that we're looking at when appointing a chief. But I did also want to just bring up a couple of examples in which Chief Hale definitely demonstrate the leadership skills that are needed in our community, in our department, and just in my leadership team as a whole. So I just wanted to share a couple of things. So at the time of the appointment, with interim Chief Hale came in and back in November 2021, he was the first one that provided specific accommodations to one of our dispatchers that was who was in the last stages of her pregnancy with twins. And to me, that showed empathy and understanding. Mr. Hale, he noticed a broken desk in one of our administrative staff that had been overlooked and neglected for many, many months, many even years. And he took it upon himself to go over and provide a full-blown office remodel. Over the weekend, it was all hands on deck, and to me, that showed caring. Also, Mr. Hale took it upon himself to restock the vending machine that everyone thought it was broken for many, many years. And nobody told him to do it. I didn't tell him to do it. He just did. And to me, that shows service. When the coordinator for the Portuguese parade called and asked for help a week and a half before the Portuguese parade, she was in a hospital bed about to deliver her baby. Chief Hale said, "Do not worry, I'll get it taken care of it," and he did it. And that also showed commitment. And last but not least, but also Mr. Hale approached me back in February or March and said, "You know what, you need a succession plan, and I can help you with that. I can help you train and develop the next leader in your police department. Let me show them everything I know in order for them to be successful." And Mayor, council members, that's mentorship. And those are just very great qualities that are inspiring, and that's the reason why I feel he makes a great fit with our department, our community, and our team.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Go ahead.
If I may, so like always, and I always appreciate and I value a lot when residents and concerned citizens reach out to me, and whether sending me a message, they call me, they talk to me at the grocery store, and every time in every which way that they reach out to me. And this was not the exception. Probably this time has been, well, not the most, but one of the times where I spent probably more hours on the phone than I did at work. But at the end of almost every conversation, people and residents were very comfortable. And a lot of times, people on that side of the dais and watching at home, they don't get to have a lot of the information that we get to have, or a lot of the research that I get to do personally. I don't take any decision here on the dais lightly. I can tell you that on my side, I probably spent a lot more hours in research doing this. I spoke to 6 different chiefs of police from throughout California. I never said this before. I spoke to 3 city attorneys from throughout California, and so many residents, from which I wanted it to get feedback. And I guess not funny enough, but they know who we are. They know who Livingston is. I spoke to an agency from the East Coast. I wanted it to get some information about the process of hiring a new chief. And after about a 3-minute conversation, the person on the other side of the phone said, okay, this is what we do, and yes, we can do what you're looking for. And they said, the next thing they asked me was, what's the name of the city for which you're looking for a chief? And I said, Livingston, California. And I just wanted to make sure they got the name right, because there's Livingston, Texas, Livingston, New Jersey, and I wanted to make sure that they got Livingston, California. About 10 seconds later, after I heard them on the doing whatever on their computer, and I heard that guy say, you know what, we're really busy right now. The name came up, and I'm assuming there's a blacklist somewhere, and we're not too many people, or a lot of people get warned. It's like, you better be strong and ready if you want to go work there. And I'm very proud of everyone that is here, because working through the turmoil for the last year or 2 years, it's not easy. A lot of people ask me, it's like, how do you do that? How do you handle it? It's like, well, just, I knew what I was getting myself into from day one. But I just want to say that I can only speak for myself, like I always try to clarify, that when I make decisions based on a lot of research, my own independent research, in addition to information that I get, feedback, questions from the community and the residents. And after I analyze so many different scenarios, scenario 1, for this one, I did about 8-10 different scenarios. What if this, what if that? So bottom line, I do want to thank everyone that was involved in this process, especially the residents and the citizens out in the community, because without you, making a decision would have been more difficult. So thank you, everyone.
Okay, we're going to go ahead and move on to our